Quickly, before this video starts, please make sure if you're watching my channel, you are subscribed. Hit the subscribe and hit the bell. If you hit the bell, you'll know when the video goes live. If you're subscribed, that helps the channel massively. I'm getting great views for the amount of subscribers. Please subscribe. Subscribe and hit the bell. Back to the video. So hello, welcome to another video. So today, talking about these bad boys, or these bad boys. Don't know what thumbnail to use. Talking about squat shoes. Put them back in the car. Is it raining? No. Talking about squat shoes today. Why I feel they're important. So, it looks like it's about to rain if you look that way. If you look that way, it doesn't. So if this ends up being in the car in a couple of minutes, then you know why. So, first point. Why use a lifting shoe? And why do I use one? So weightlifting shoes, Olympic shoes, whatever you want to call them, they have a raised heel. So with them having the raised heel, it therefore means, like, say on squats and like cleaning, I'm going to go on squats because I don't do the Olympic lifting, means you can get into a deeper position. So that's a massive advantage. Means you can get into a deeper position in the squat. If you get in a deeper position in the squat, it therefore means that you can improve your overall position so that you're more upright. Sitting more upright, therefore you're in a more optimal squat. I use them for that reason. And the second reason I use them for, it makes me feel safe, massively more stable. The bottom of the shoe is flat, rubbery plastic, so as opposed to if you're in a training shoe and your ankle can do this, you're on a squat shoe. It's a completely stable platform. It feels amazing and I feel safe. And I've got friends in the gym. Yeah, I know, friends in the gym. Amazing, isn't it? I've know people that have never squatted in one and have tried to squat in these, and they've got another couple of reps out. They feel that the squat can change from no shoe to shoe. The difference is massive. I won't squat without them. Like, if there's a day that I forget them, which I don't, but if I did, I wouldn't squat. I'd do all the accessory movements. So the reason that they are so beneficial is the heel height. So they go from, according to my research, 0.5 of an inch to an inch. And I find that all depends on your squat. If you're high bar, if you're low bar. If you're high bar, then a bigger heel is better. If you're low bar, then a lower heel is better. And then there are also discrepancies to that. You can get different ones, but I find I go more or less high bar. It's a bit of a hybrid, but more or less high bar. So I find the 1 inch heel is better for me. Higher heel for incline. What are you talking about? A high heel for high bar helps. So did I notice a difference when I first started wearing them? So before I bought them, I borrowed my friend's Jack's Nike Romaleos, which is what they are. I borrowed his, and I'd gone from squatting in trainers. The first squat session, yes, you have to get used to it, but wow, the difference was amazing, to the point of I couldn't squat without them then. I used them for a couple of weeks until I ordered some, because they're not cheap, which I'll get onto that point. They're not cheap, but I noticed a massive difference, and I was borrowing somebody's to the point of I could not use them. I needed to get some, but at the time that I wanted to get them, I think mine are 2s, Nike Romaleo 2s that only just come out. There wasn't a 3 and there wasn't a 4, like 2 was the newest one. So they were like I think I paid £160 for them, which is a lot. So talking about that, we'll get on with the price. So I class Nike Romaleos are in the field of top class, the best, open to interpretation, but the best. Now, for the cheaper version, Strength Shop, not been on Strength Shop in ages, used to do a package. I swear a package came with the form of squat shoe, but in my research for this video, the cheapest I can find on Strength Shop are ones called Sabo, S-A-B-O, Powerlift weightlifting shoes, and they were $84.99. Now Nike Romaleos, for the newest ones, range between £160 and £190. It all depends on the size and the colour. So compared to the powerlifting ones from Strength Shop, they're about double the price. But if you're going to get into powerlifting, I'd say, and you want to buy some powerlifting shoes or some Olympic shoes or some weightlifting shoes, go for good. Go for the good quality. Don't go for a cheaper version. And I'm not saying they're not going to last. Not use them. I don't know. But my review of them, 4 years on, the tongue on the left shoe are slightly ripped. That's through me. That's not through the fault of the shoe. The shoe's still in complete tact. It's still perfect. The sole's still perfect. The laces are a bit frayed, but I've been using them. I used to use them 3 times a week, but here at this gym I can't bench in them because the benches are too low. So I use them once a week, twice a week now, and they're still great nick, really good quality. But they're Nike, aren't they? So they're going to be. So, are they worth it? Are lifting shoes worth it? So in the short, yes. So when you think about it, are they important? Do I need it? Do I need them? When you look at the best powerlifters, weightlifters, Olympic lifters, the best lifters in the world, they use them. Apart from there is a couple of exceptions that do it like in flat soles and everything, because that is another option. You can go flat sole, but I don't. If you look at the reason best lifters in the world use them while competing at the highest level, if you look at not even the top level, if you look at people around you that are powerlifting, that are Olympic lifting, that are strong and that are doing well, they will wear squat shoes. Now you can go flat soled, but I don't, so I can't work on that. I know people that do it in Converse, and that's fair enough. If you want to do it in Converse, you do it in Converse, whatever works. But I find squat shoes are amazing. The main positive to this, main positive to wearing squat shoes is the added stability and the power they transfer. Because I find if you're squatting and your ankle and your foot are staying in that position and there's no movement, you're straight up, therefore you're applying all your force for the squat into the squat. If your ankle's pronounced, or if your ankle's rolling to one side or rolling to the other side, therefore you've not got a flat sole, therefore you're not fully using all your power to squat. And it's the same with the deadlift. If you pull a deadlift and your knees go in, you're losing leg drive. You're basically pulling a deadlift with your back. If you're doing the same with squat, and as you go to squat, your knees go in or your feet move, that therefore means that you're not applying the same power. If you wanted to move a weight that's 100% of whatever you can move, your form needs to be perfect. Absolutely needs to be bob on. And for that to happen, I find squat shoes are... I find if there's people that don't have a lot of gear, because you don't need a lot of gear, you don't need anything if you don't want to, the one thing that they might buy is a belt and squat shoes, and then you've got the wraps and the chalk. But I say the most important thing is keeping safe in the gym. And if you keep safe in the gym, one of the things you want to do is sort out your form, and a way you can sort out your form is by making sure you're lifting everything correctly. And I find squat shoes for a squat, and you can use them for bench. I know in comps you can use them for bench because it means you can get your foot further back, so you can get more of an arch. Overhead press, I wear them. I don't always wear them because sometimes I can't be bothered to get them out, but 90% of the time I will wear them. So it's all about a stable platform. If you're lifting from a stable platform, your lifting will be better. If you're lifting from trainers, not a stable platform, that's a cushiony, that's designed to cushion when you're running or when you're training, not squat. So if you haven't got some, where can you get them from? So if you don't want to buy new, and you don't have to buy new, but there are lots and lots and lots of lifting sites on Facebook, like powerlifting sites, powerlifting gear, used gear for sale. I know one of my friends got a pair of squat shoes for 30 quid. And I mean, squat shoes are squat shoes. It doesn't really matter what make you are. They both do exactly the same. You can also Google it. Lots of good fitness selling sites will do Klarna. They do forms of finance. What's the word? Do forms of finance. So you don't have to buy them outright. But I would say if you're wanting a pair of squat shoes, I would go for a good make first. If you go for a good make first, you will always have them. If you don't and you go for a cheaper make, they are more likely to break on you. But use Google. Google's a very good way. Just search squat shoes and work them out, because there are loads. There are Nike, there are Reebok, there are, there's loads. Adidas, there's loads of them out there. It's all based on the size of heel that you need. But I feel squat shoes are very, very, very important. Now people will disagree with this, and that's fair enough. They're very important. And the most important thing is that flat sole, and these are Nike Romaleo 3s. These are Nike Romaleo 3s. Great, honestly. You can pick these up now, these 3s, you can pick these up for like 100 quid. If you get them used, you'll get them even cheaper. Squat shoes are important. Go check them out, go look. Borrow your friends for a session before you buy them. Just borrow it. Just go, can I do my top set? Or can I do a warm-up set in these, just to see the difference? I know people that have tried them, and the difference, you don't think there's a big difference, but the difference is massive. There we go. Squat shoes. Why I think they're the most important piece of gym equipment. Are they equipment? I think they are. They're not clothes, are they? Although you wear them. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.